Fury 325, one of the B&M Gigas that are operating today, opened in 2015 and is widely known as one of the best coasters in the world, and it sure is. I've ridden this so many times, so I thought I should review it. So let's start out. So let's look at the stats. It's located at Carowinds. It's manufactured by B&M. Of course, going with the name, it's 325 feet tall, the tallest Giga in the world. It goes super fast at 95 miles per hour. Now it has no inversions, and finally a super long track length at 6,602 feet. All of those stats are incredible for a coaster, and it's the biggest Giga out there, of course, and definitely the best, but just maybe Orion will be better, but we'll just have to wait and see. So let's start out. Fury opened in 2015, opening as the tallest Giga, tallest coaster with a lift hill, and the fastest Giga in the world. Well, now it still is the tallest Giga and the tallest coaster with a lift hill in the world, but it's now the second fastest Giga in the world, and is still the tallest Giga and coaster with a lift hill in the world. So I'm going to be going all in depth with this thing in this video. Now, some major takeaways about Fury is that this coaster has such an incredible first drop. It's very long, it's pretty steep. Think like a Leviathan if you've ridden it in even Orion. It feels like you are absolutely plummeting forward, plus that view at the top is fantastic. You can see it everywhere, such as the rest of the park. Also, if you look away, you can see all the nearby Charlotte, which is absolutely stunning. The skyline is great, but following that is this absolutely massive turn that is great. Like I said, it's massive and definitely is one of those more well-known elements on Fury. You feel the forces. You're just speeding through the element, but then you'll maneuver into this high-speed turn that is pretty intense and pretty low to the ground compared to other parts on Fury. But then is another turn, but this one is more special because you go right over the walkway. It's a great sight from that pathway. Basically, this whole ride looks massive, and it's all over the front of the park. Around this time of the ride, you actually cross borders from North to South Carolina, and later you'll be back in North Carolina. Like I said, this whole ride looks beautiful. Definitely one of the most stunning coasters out there, just even to watch. By the way, it's also very fun. While you're looking down, you can just see people walking below. But coming up next is the Treble Clef, which you get fantastic sideways airtime at the top. You speed up and then go into that sideways airtime. That is awesome. It's a great sensation getting airtime sideways. Then you'll quickly go down back under the walkway. There are some cool lights there shaped like a hexagon. It's a very cool effect. Then is definitely a larger and more spread out turn that is definitely one of the weaker elements on Fury, but as always, it's fun. Then is an Airtime Hill. This one delivers floater airtime compared to the next Airtime Hills later, which delivers flow ejector, but this hill is solid. You definitely are floating out of your seat. But then is definitely the weakest element on this coaster. It's just a massive helix. It's fun. There's actually a pretty cool, neat head chopper. It feels like you could just come out and whack the support. Every time I've ridden Fury, which is a lot, it fools everybody who's riding. But then is the two back-to-back Airtime Hills. These are fantastic airtime. Like I said, they deliver full ejector, and these are just fantastic. But then you'll be going up into the super long brake run, where you just have to take in what you've experienced. Now, walking up to Carowinds, of course you can see Fury all around the front area of Carowinds, which is such a sight. But now actually walking up to Fury, you can see such a good entrance sign that's super cool, all the Cedar Fair entrance signs. It's super detailed, and of course the Hornet is in the sign, which Fury is themed to, which in my opinion is awesome. It's themed to a Hornet chasing their targets at high speeds. Of course the riders are doing it. Now, I do really like the theme, especially the name also is great, but then there isn't that much of themed stuff to the whole ride. There's basically only the entrance sign, and there are these cool structures actually that are honeycombs near the entrance. There's pretty much no theming during the ride except when you're doing the lift hill. There is a sound of a Hornet, but then actually when you get off too, there's this gift shop called the Hive at 325, which is actually a great gift shop. But now getting back to walking up to Fury, there is the entrance sign. Then right behind it is the lift hill, which is a great stunning sight. Now, there are lockers, which I believe are $2 an hour, which is frustrating to pay, but you gotta deal with it. But overall, I like that. I said the whole front area is absolutely stunning, but then the line and the wait times are normally pretty long, on a normal day. When it did open in 2015, from what I remember, people waited 10 hours for it, which is insane to wait for a coaster, even if it's a super long ride, which Fury is. It's also super smooth, one of the smoothest coasters out there. It feels like you are gliding on butter. It's so glossy, silky smooth. Then you will come into the station where you can't pick your own row if you were wondering, but the operations are absolutely phenomenal. They run 3 trains and they book their dispatches. They are super fast. You can maybe even catch them sending out a train in 30 seconds. It's crazy, especially for how many seats are on Fury. The operators want it to be fast, and they do everything to make that happen. The operators are just great on Fury. You don't see that often, but then now you should definitely go for the front row since it goes so fast and you get the view and the wind in your face, which is an absolute adrenaline rush. Of course, you also get over the Airtime Hills first, and it's also intense, but the back is good too, of course. But then you will board. These trains look great. I know I'm talking a lot about the stuff but in this area, but man, these trains, like with the teal and neon yellow, looks fantastic. Then you will find that Fury has the B&M clamshell restraints, which you can also find on other B&M Giga and Hypers, which are so good. They are just super comfy, and they also give you some room, even if they are a little bulky. Then is the ride, which, wow, just looking at Fury go by or from the distance, it's just so impressive with that, white supports, the teal track, which is fantastic, and the neon yellow on the bottom of the track. It's just so stunning. It closely resembles the nearby sports team, the Charlotte Hornets, which this coaster is like pretty much themed to a Hornet. And then there's also color too, which they definitely got that idea from. But anyways, wrapping up this review, Fury is basically everything you'd want in a good coaster. It's super tall, of course. It's super fast, super long. It has some great airtime near the end. It's very intense. It's smooth as heck. And now, from what all I said about Fury and what I think about it, it definitely deserves a 10 overall score. It by far deserves the score, and for now and for a long time, Fury will be a fantastic coaster. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to subscribe, hit that bell icon to get notified when I post a new video. It helps a lot, and see ya.